Hey, my name's James Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. The Bank of England have finally had their meeting for November, and as predicted, interest rates were held. But it's not all bad news in here. There's some actually big updates where they talk about where they're expecting rates to get down to, when the next rate cut might be as well. We've got the vote on here as well, so we can give you an indication of how close was it. Was it a foregone conclusion that they were going to hold, or was it a close one? Well, we'll talk about that as well. We'll talk about inflation expectations. There's a ton of stuff that they went through. I watched the press conference so you don't have to. So we're going to dive into that in this video. But before we do, if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. We've just hit 50,000 subscribers. And by subscribing, you're going to get all the latest house price news, interest rate news, property investing tips, and much more. Now, we also need to get some views on this video, and your part is very simple on that. All you need to do is smash like, tickle like, do something to the like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that really has helped the channel grow. So thanks to everyone that does that. So just sitting in my car, I'm out and about on the road today. You'll see a video over the weekend that I filmed in one of my houses in Hastings, so you can have a little nose around that. It looks like my car is filthy. That is the sun, I promise. It is not that dirty there, but it looks like it. Anyway, so the Bank of England meeting, and as expected, they did hold interest rates, but it isn't all bad news. You see, some of the stuff that they talked about might impact the SONIA swap rate. So the SONIA swap rate is the rate that your bank borrows at, the bigger banks, and that is an indication on where they feel the Bank of England are going with rates. And some of the stuff that they talked about, I think we'll see in the next week or so, might impact that. And if it does, what that will do will allow mortgage rates to come down somewhat before Christmas, which could be a nice little Christmas bonus. So what was the vote? Well, there's 9 members of the Monetary Policy Committee, and the vote was 5-4, meaning 5 people voted to hold interest rates, 4 people voted to cut interest rates by around 0.25%. Now, the ultimate vote, the person that decided it all, was the governor with his final vote. Andrew Bailey was really the decision maker there, and so his vote kept interest rates on hold. Now, they talked a lot about inflation, and the inflation outlook has been revised, which is good. So currently inflation sits at 3.8%, and the governor's saying that's the peak. That's what the expectation is now, that is the peak. And so last August that we just had, August this year, the peak was that it would go above 4%. They're changing that. They're saying this is the new peak, and you'll start to see inflation coming down early in 2026. So that's good, and that's a positive thing. So that's a signal to the market when they're talking about that maybe things are going to be a little bit better than we were expecting. What else did they talk about? Well, they talked about the fact that the economy is doing terrible. The expectations for growth next year are pretty much non-existent. It's expected that the economy will be pretty much flat next year, which means there's a big risk that we could go into recession, because all you need is a bit of a slow month here or there, and that will impact the economy in a massive way next year. So that's interesting to see, I think. And the thing that really would keep me up at night is the fact that I think AI is going to really hit people very hard, and it's getting smarter and smarter and smarter, AI. And that worries me for my kids on their futures. So what else did they talk about? So the weak growth isn't great, and that's good if you want interest rates to go down. So there's 2 good things in a row there. Just to recap on that. Inflation, they're saying it's peaked. That's a win. That's a win. So they're not expecting inflation to go up anymore. The fact that the economy isn't very good means that they're more likely to cut rates to stimulate the economy. Next, unemployment. They don't think that's positive either. And they did talk about things like AI is going to impact jobs. They don't think it will happen as soon as some people do. But they do think that AI is going to impact employment. But ultimately, their vision on AI is that it just makes people more productive. So they think people will have jobs once everyone's adjusted to it and figured out how to use it properly. And yeah, they think that it will be something that will be positive for the output on the economy. And they talked about that, the fact that the UK economy hasn't really had any growth in their view in 20 years. They think AI could be something that pushes us forward, and that could be a good thing. So unemployment rising is another tick for rates being cut at some point in the future. They won't rule out rates being cut in December. That's good. And so they're basically implying that they are going to cut in December, but they just don't like to say. The Fed in America, they're more open. They'll say, yeah, we're going to cut in December and we're going to cut here. The Bank of England don't like to do that. They like to play their cards close to their chest and not give much away. But they've kind of hinted and implied, especially with all the data points that they've talked about, things aren't looking particularly great for the economy. Unemployment going up, inflation coming down. That's indicating that we're going to get some sort of rate cut. Now, here's something that they talked about, and they got pushed on this by multiple journalists. And that is the fact that the journalists just wanted them to say that the national insurance increase that we had in the last budget, that hit inflation. And they didn't answer that because they don't want to be political, but it was inferred. And so it was inferred that, look, the national insurance went up, the living wage went up, and that caused a problem. So then more questions came on that. Well, the next budget, in a few weeks, they're looking to put the national insurance up potentially on that. And they're looking to put up the living wage again by about 50 pence. I think it's 12.20 to 12.70. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but it's around those sorts of levels. And so the question then was, is that going to hit inflation? And they just go round the houses here. They don't answer directly, but again, implied that yes, this will impact inflation. So it's another government own goal here. We're trying to get rid of inflation to get rates down. The government need rates down as well. And look, this is crazy. The government is just doing all these policies rather than just delaying them until inflation is improved. Some of these things that you're going to see in the budget are going to be inflationary. However, they are expecting the fact that other parts of inflation will drop, and so we won't see it rising anymore, if that makes sense. So we're saying, look, the wages will cause more inflation, but hopefully you're not going to see your food going up anymore or your energy going up anymore as well. And so that's what they were talking about there. Now, the other thing that they talked about, which was interesting, was that they came out at the beginning of the press conference and said, we might see deflation. And deflation sounds great because things get cheaper, but that's not good. If we get deflation, you will see rapid unemployment. And that is a real concern. If businesses just have to cut costs, keep cutting to get sales, that is really bad for the economy. And they talked about briefly the fact that if we go into deflation, we could have some rapid rate cuts. That is something to keep an eye on. Haven't heard them say that. I've heard them be asked that, but not actually say specifically themselves. Wasn't the governor, Andrew Bailey, that said that? It was another one of the members of the policy committee that talked about that. So that was interesting. So what are they seeing that maybe others aren't? That, if you want interest rates to come down, that could be quite a positive one. Is there anything else that I want to talk about here? Yes, I do. The neutral rate. I think I didn't mention this. If I did, apologies, I'll mention it again. So the neutral rate is the rate that they feel the Bank of England base rate would be at and not cause any pain on the economy or people. And they said that's 3%, so 1% lower than where they are right now. So we're at 4%. They're saying at 3%, we won't be restrictive and the economy would start to get moving again. Now, that's interesting because that's been 3.5% for ages, and they did address that. They said, yeah, it was. But now we feel that the economy is doing slightly better. Things are more predictable with employment and inflation data. And so that's giving us a guide on where the path is going towards. So they're going towards 3% now. Doesn't mean they won't go lower than that, but at 3%, that is where things are. If the economy is doing okay, unemployment's fairly stable, then that's where we'll stick at 3%. And then if the economy goes really bad, that's when you'll get cuts lower. So that was one thing that they talked about here. And another thing is another government policy here that they talked about that has been inflationary and we could have done without, which a journalist really implied, was the packaging tax. I have mentioned that a few months ago, and a lot of businesses that don't have enough recycled stuff, there is a packaging tax that has added to your cost of goods, and that is hitting supermarkets and food costs. The journalist implied the Bank of England didn't really respond on this, but shouldn't have that waited? Like, shouldn't have that just waited, that tax? Push the companies to get them to recycle more, but taxing them when we've got high inflation didn't really help and kept that inflation higher a little bit longer. So interesting stuff from the Bank of England. My expectation is that you'll get a cut in December. My other expectation is that the SONIA swap rate, the rates that banks borrow at, will come down over the next few weeks in anticipation for that. And I think you'll get some lenders cutting. Not a lot. You might get 0.25% down though, but that's not bad, especially if you've got a buy-to-let interest-only mortgage. Let me know what you think about today's meeting in the comments below. Do make sure you like the video and do join the VIP list if you haven't done already. We're launching something very, very special in the next few days. And by joining the VIP list, you'll get notified about that when it launches. You'll get an offer to buy at the best price, especially for people that watch me here on YouTube. Hundreds of people have joined it, and the only way you can get the best price is by joining the VIP list. So click in the description and grab that now. Do smash like, do subscribe, check out all the other content as well on the channel, including this video right here.